You're waiting for me to do something weird. You do it all the time. I'm waiting for you now. I'm aware. It's just in the beginning when you're setting up, I'm just like, okay, what does he do?
Hi guys, OB Dave here.
And I am Ash.
Together we are OB Dave and I am Ash. I'm trying not to sneeze. Not happy about that. We are taking a break from wallpapering, believe it or not, to record some videos.
We are. I'd say taking a break. It was one wall.
We started wallpapering.
Yes.
And then we took a break to record some videos.
Yes.
And then we're going to carry on wallpapering. It's
true.
So I'll stick by it. We're taking a break from wallpapering. Been working hard, decorating all day.
Okay.
I put out a poll recently.
Yes, you did.
Of which comedians should I introduce Ash to next. Obviously, it wasn't a comprehensive list. It was just a few of my favourites. Let's try and find it. Right.
There it is.
So, on the list were Patrice O'Neill, Cat Williams, Chris Rock, Ralphie May, Anthony Jeselnik.
And in last place came Ralphie May.
14%. It was a good wide mix of votes, really.
Seriously, it's over 1,900 votes. So, and then Chris Rock came in at 17%. Then it was Anthony Jeselnik. That came in at 20%. Cat Williams at 23%, and the winner Patrice O'Neill at 25%.
I sort of suspected Patrice was going to win.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's a very like...
I wasn't sure, and I didn't know who to vote for because I know Chris Rock. I mean, yeah, I've seen some of his stand-up, so I would have voted for him because I know him. But it's not my place to vote when you're asking to show me the content. So
Patrice is kind of the... Bill Burr kind of comes from the school of Patrice sort of thing. They were friends with each other growing up and, like started on the comedy circuit. But unfortunately, Patrice died a few years back.
Oh, that's sad.
But he's, some of the Bill Burr stuff where you've been going, ooh.
Yeah.
It's Patrice. It's that same sort of thing. So he's got some interesting issues, interesting takes on things.
Okay.
I think the reason I thought people would go for Patrice is because there might be a couple of moments where you're like, oh no, you can't say that.
Well, I do that a lot anyway.
It's one of those comics.
Well, everything shows my face. Like, we've been lucky. There's only really been one video where I've got proper sassy about it. And like, you could cheat. If you've seen it on Patreon, my whole face changed. My whole body changes. I'm just like,
yeah.
No.
Well, I put Ralphie May on the list for one specific reason. And there's a bit that Ralphie May's got about there being no such thing as African Americans, and I thought it might trigger you a bit being an actual African.
Yeah.
But then I thought, is it just like people just going to argue in the comment section over it because it's a comedy bit at the end of the day?
I'm not arguing about stuff like that.
We'll get round to it.
I wish I could remember now you're talking about Africa. It's like a guy who is obviously a stand-up comedian, and he did a bit that one of the Dutch girls told me about when I was traveling in Australia, and he basically does a bit about how he's in America as an African, and someone was just like, do you have AIDS? And he's like, yeah, I just I killed myself because she was so unaware.
So the comic is African.
Yeah, and he does this whole bit about having AIDS, and he tries to because he's just like at no point trying to explain to her the depths of like how ignorant that question is. He's like, oh yeah, I had it last week, you get over it.
Isn't there over 1 billion people in Africa?
Yeah.
Is there that many?
I think there surely is, but Zimbabwe had one of the highest rates of HIV from what I remember as well, so it's quite a tender subject, but he makes very light of it and how like some Americans were just obviously very unaware and ignorant about the conversations. And it's just one point when he goes, it's like, oh, it just makes you a bit sticky, and she goes, ew, sticky.
If that rings a bell, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, let us know which comedian it is. I'll have to try and find it.
We're going to do Patrice O'Neill. The special was called Elephant in the Room, but this is just a clip from the special.
Okay. It's not going to end like with the what's his face that we reacted to? What's his name? Dave Chappelle. Unless
we're doing full specials, it's kind of hard. Like a lot of these are people who just cut clips up. That's just kind of what's happened, unfortunately.
Okay.
The editing's not always the best, and if you don't pre-watch them to find out, you don't know.
Okay.
So, it is what it is. Let's do it though. Patrice O'Neill, clip from Elephant in the Room.
Cool.
Let's get into it.
What you gonna do? Look, my days are numbered. So I just want to have as much fun as possible. You know what I mean? I'm 40, and that's young in everyone else's years, but in black years, high blood pressure, diabetes. I am. If you do the black to white life ratio, I'm 177-year-old. I'm old as a motherfucker. I'm old. And I want to live, but here's why I messed up. I messed up my young years, and I realized something. I'm going to tell you, if you're over 40 and you're trying to better yourself, just stop. You're not going to better yourself. And when I say you're not going to better yourself, I mean better yourself like go back to when you try to capture the things you used to do when you supposed to have did it, but you didn't do it. You feel me? So the stuff that you were 18 and didn't do, now you're 40 and you're going, I'm going to make a change. It's just... It doesn't make me sick more than somebody 40 and say they in school. Like, what you doing? I mean, I'm going to school. You're never too young and never too old and never too... All bunch of sayings. You know, the older you are, shut the fuck up with your old horse shit. Because it ain't... You're old. Your brain don't work. Your body don't work. You can't change your ethic. There might be two of you that changed your ethic. Like these fat people shows that on TV where they got people, as soon as that show is over, they're fat again. Big, fat, fatty, that's what you are. I went to exercise recently and I tried to change my life and exercise. After I finished, I was saying to myself, I gotta do this tomorrow? Like nothing changed. I should have got a lump. I don't care what it was. Something should have changed. Nothing. And I gotta keep doing this until maybe I see a change. But I just can't. I don't have that ethic anymore. I should have did it when I was 18 years old. Like I can't type. But I didn't realize how important typing was till right now. I fucked off all my good typing years calling people gay who was going to typing class. It was just like me and 6 other dudes. Like, what you doing? You want to be a secretary? What the kind of pussy? Man, come on, man. Let's go steal bread. We used to go steal bread and lunch meat from the supermarket and make sandwiches and sell them during typing class.
Oh, no.
Got to pause somewhere.
He's not, I don't know, when you said like Bill Burr, he's not as like animated as Bill Burr, and he's not as like controversial as Bill Burr. Maybe it's this clip.
He has bits that are. I suppose I was just trying to give you a bit of prior.
Okay.
Like what he's like. He's known for upsetting people. He's known for saying exactly what he thinks about stuff.
He's just kind of a storyteller, which I enjoy this kind of like comedy where he's talking about like real stuff like this, like you're not going to change. And we've talked about this recently. Like,
we're in our 30s still. We can change.
No.
Not 40 like him.
No, we're still getting to that point where I look in the mirror and I think about how jacked I used to be when I was younger, and now I'm just like, I can't. Like you said, I don't have the ethic anymore. I can't be bothered. I'd rather sit on the couch with like a bar of chocolate and watch shit on TV. So
I heard a story the other day where Bill Burr said how Patrice found out that he had diabetes.
Oh.
He was pissing in his girlfriend's mouth in the bedroom. And she said it tastes a bit sweet. You better go and get yourself checked. And then that's how he found out he got diabetes, apparently.
Well, if it's real, it's true. The original, obviously, name diabetes mellitus originates from like Egyptian times, and that's how they used to diagnose it, was drink the person's pee. And diabetes mellitus means sweet tasting.
Sweet tasting piss.
No, just sweet tasting. So it is from science history. It's true.
And now I can't type. If you can't type and you try to be in a world with people who can, you feel irrelevant and you stop, you know? You say hello to some woman on the internet, hi, and she come back with the 7-page memo, like, hello, whap! You be like, really? For real? All those words? You saw me type, hello. And I yelled it, evidently. In big letters, it was saying hello. Really? Seriously? You think I said, hello? Hi, bitch! Hi! Is that what you think I did, for real? Yeah? Really?
I hate people who type in caps lock.
You just send smiley faces. That's all I do. I know smiley emoticons. I love those. Like, I can't spell. If I had to spell restaurant to this day, right, to save my mama's life, like if somebody held my mama hostage and had a gun to her head, right, and says, nigga, spell restaurant. You know, I'm gonna shoot your mother in the head. I'd be like, I would look at my mother like, I love you. She'd be like, look at me, Mom. She's crying. Understand that I love you with all my heart. Stop stalling, nigga! Okay, all right. All right. R-E-S-T. Oh my God, here's where it gets. Oh, Jesus Christ. There's a restu.
Varant.
Nice. I think that's a good, safe intro to Patrice.
I was going to say, it's very safe. Like, I mean, he's funny, but not what I was expecting, not what you made out.
Well, I always do that. You should know that by now. But there's bits I didn't want to show you straight away because I want you to like Patrice and I want you to enjoy reacting to it.
You didn't do that with Bill Burr. I suppose the first one I liked him more because...
That was funny, though.
Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah.
It was funny.
Yeah, plus I'm obsessed with Bill Burr. Like, Patrice I really like. I think he's was a great comic. I couldn't recite his bits in the same sort of way I could with Bill Burr.
No.
So I'm not as familiar, other than all the stuff I've reacted to, and I've watched a couple of specials. But I don't want to put you off, because there are a couple of bits that are like, you might not have been so keen to react to him.
Okay, well, we'll see. But saying that, I didn't enjoy the second one of the Bill Burr, which was like, you know, to hit a woman or something. I struggled with it. Really, that's it. I struggled with it, but you still put another one on, and it was all right. So you don't know that.
You're not allowed to joke about domestic abuse anymore. That's what.
It is close to the bone. Don't pull that face.
Right, well, there you go. That is the first of what is going to be many Patrice reactions. Obviously, loads of people are going to comment and say, that wasn't the right bit, you needed to do this bit. There's loads, and we're going to do more. It's as simple as that.
And you just got to give us suggestions in the comments, or at least links to these videos, so we get the right ones.
I like that. I mean, for me, I didn't want to.
But you probably know more about him than I do. That was very tame for me.
There's a couple of bits I could have picked where you would have been like, "Fuck this guy."
It's just kind of like.
So that's why I was a bit like that.
And I'm a bit underwhelmed, I guess, like because from a lot you've shown me in the past,
right. Well,
and then you take him like when we went on a couple of our first dates and we went to the Frog and Bucket.
Yeah. And
it was kind of like that, just going to see just another comedian.
Maybe.
It was funny. Don't get me wrong. I laughed. But
maybe I do need to throw you in at the deep end with people. Like,
I think so, because then I know what's going on. Because that was very tame. Very tame. That was like we'd just gone to a comedy club and just.
All right. Well, you know what? I'm going to queue up another Patrice right now. So cheers for that one, Ash. Right. Make sure you like and subscribe. Comment below. Lots of comments. Argue in the comments.
Yeah.
Tell me that it was wrong. You know.
Yeah. And like and subscribe.
You like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Cheers, guys.
Bye, guys.